All right, guys, we are into the deciding game now between these two giants of European esports. Let's find out which one's going to be moving forward. Spawning in the top left position is the blue Protoss representing Team Dignitas. Won game one, but lost game two. It is Dignitas BlinG. And his opponent spawning in the bottom right position representing FX Open Esports, one of the biggest online cup players in history in the EU. It is BabyKnight. So both of these guys are pretty big in the scene, and they really want to be moving forward to play Starnan. Now let me just give you a quick rundown of how that's going to go. If it looks like their match against Starnan, guys, is actually going to be a quarterfinal match. And that means there's only two best of threes to go before they actually get to the before they actually get the money. Only one best of three to go to the semifinal. So it's really not that long a route. They have to win two best of threes, whoever the winner of this is, and they get that prize money. They get the travel, the accommodation, and the VIP tickets to the ESET UK Masters Final at I-47 in Telford in the UK at the end of November. So a lot to play for here, and not actually that long of a tournament route. So it'll be really interesting to see how far these guys are able to take it. Now, in this particular game, we see a 1 gas for BabyKnight versus the 2 for Dignitas BlinG. BabyKnight, of course, starting his gas just a little bit early. So this is a slight repeat of what we saw actually in game number 1, where it looked like BabyKnight was going to be getting his gas a bit quicker, but then BlinG came out and grabbed both at the same time and was able to catch up. We have a slightly earlier cybernetic score for BabyKnight, as both sides are now mining gas, saving up a little bit of that chrono boost to see exactly what he wants to be using it for a bit later. An extra chrono boost being used by BlinG here by the looks of things on probes. So things looking fairly normal so far. We actually have a Zealot being produced from both sides. And in the meantime, guys, in a bracket update, in a ZVZ in the lower bracket, it looks like Johnny Rico has defeated Zicto Mini 2-0, actually, to move on to the quarterfinals. And the winner of Johnny Rico and whoever he faces in the quarterfinals will be the winner of our next match between Starnan and the winner of this game. So quite relevant to these games at the moment. It's really starting to heat up here at the ESET UK Masters Qualifier number 2. In the meantime, though, we have got a sentry popping out now for BlinG. So he's going to be able to get that sentry out slightly earlier, get as much energy as possible, hopefully have 2 force fields available by the time any potential aggression comes in for BabyKnight. Let's see what he ends up doing here. We have got a second gateway and a third gateway go down for BabyKnight now. And in the meantime, BlinG has gone up to 400 himself. Let's see what he's going to be doing. A robotics facility getting placed down. So that's what the sentry's there for. 2 sentries now there as well. Going to want to force field out and wow, 1 gate robo expand. I wonder if BabyKnight's going to be able to punish this with his 3 gate pressure incoming. We actually see a decent amount of chrono boost there on the warp gate research, which is a full 16 or 17 seconds ahead of his opponent right now, and he is building a forward pile at the third base. BabyKnight might be able to make this stick here. Let's find out if BlinG can hold on to his expansion and potentially the game. He is making an additional 2 gateways, though, so 1 gate robo into a second and third gate is pretty safe. But what's going to have to happen here is he's going to have to hold on to the Nexus. And the probe comes in, puts down a pylon immediately, and gets focused down. And a good force field there from BlinG, as BabyKnight now going to be able to get to work on that Nexus. This pylon is going to get tickled by those sentries on the low ground. He needs to make sure he gets the force field off. If a single unit gets up that ramp, okay, they don't. So that pylon might be going down here, but we have got a secondary pylon in the back as 3 more Stalkers join the fray. And it looks like BlinG might be forced to cancel this particular Nexus in a little bit. It's almost complete, but all the shields are gone now, and it's taking quite a decent amount of hull damage as well. He has no units with which to go down there and stop it. So there is the cancel on the Nexus. And 3 Stalkers get up, and the sentries are being focus fired from the low ground. Yes, they will be gone, but it's 3 Stalkers being traded for 3 sentries there. That's a decent trade for BabyKnight, and BlinG has no force fields left with this army, and BabyKnight now going to continuously be warping additional units in now. We have got 1 force field as far as this sentry is concerned. But that goes down as well. And the Immortal getting targeted down needs to be very, very careful here. But good micro from BlinG, enabling him to pick those units apart while the 3 Stalkers... Oh, no! Great follow-up force field, and I think BabyKnight really has overextended with that particular push there. Will he be able to get the Immortal? Oh, my God. 1 hit point on the Immortal, guys. I don't think I could have stripped this any better. 1 hit point. No shields in 1 hit point. But BabyKnight really did overextend himself with that last but and he's still doing it. 3 Stalkers running up the ramp. Okay, he finally does get the Immortal, but all 3 of these Stalkers disappear. Those last 2 pushes have been somewhat questionable, and BabyKnight now going to be taking a Nexus, so it will be slightly faster, but look at this. He's at 33 to 44 supply. It's going to be very, very difficult for him if BlinG tries to counterattack out of this. He has to be oh so careful. I am not sure what BabyKnight's going to be doing in the near future here, because BlinG just has that much larger an army. He has an army supply of 22 to 12, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment. And BabyKnight has just warped in 4 sentries and 2 zealots. Why is he going up this ramp? Oh my goodness, I swear, this is suicidal. He won't be able to pick off the Immortal. The sentries are going to die. That was just a horrible decision now, unfortunately, and BlinG looks like he's taken the opportunity to march straight across the map to see what he can do. He's going straight up to that Colossus Bay, Robotics Bay even, so he's going to get starting Colossi production a lot sooner than his opponent. And BabyKnight has just made a sequence of moves that are arguably pseudo-suicidal there. He lost so many sentries for no gain. He needs to be so careful. He cannot afford to be throwing away units when he's trying to get back into this game. It looks like things are going to stabilize a bit, though. A single Zealot just going to be poking around here. Ooh, nice force field picking it off as well. And BlinG actually spotting the forward pylon at the 3rd base location, so we'll be able to take that out. And in the meantime, just taking both gases as natural expansion as well, of course, that's going to help that Colossus production an awful lot. And the worker count is currently 36 to 35 in favor of BabyKnight, but BlinG is just so far ahead on tech right now. He's going up to 71 supply. And there is no way on Earth that BabyKnight will be able to destroy the army from BlinG here unless BlinG decides to move command everything. So BabyKnight needs to be super careful, and the observer from BlinG moving across the middle of the map sees absolutely everything as well, which is absolutely great news for him. Zealot going to be continuously walking around scouting for a pylon, but it looks like he will miss that BabyKnight has put forward another forward pylon here, and Zealots and sentries coming out. This is looking bad. We even have a Colossus that can stomp on any force fields coming out from BlinG in just a matter of seconds now. And BabyKnight really going to struggle. A Zealot-centric army, but BlinG is completely and utterly ready for this. The force fields are going to be so pivotal in this engagement. And here we go, force fielding those Zealots out. And dear, oh dear, the Colossus even walking forward, destroying those force fields and hitting the sentries as well. There is no way that BabyKnight can win this particular engagement. Those sentries are stark naked at the moment. And this is not looking good for our FX Open player. Oh, trying to pick off the Colossus there, unable to do so. And BlinG has the Immortals. He should really be moving the Immortals behind here to try and stop this right now, because he is in a completely fine position. He's up to 87 supply versus the 54 of BabyKnight. He's actually getting extended thermal lance now as well. The worker count is 42 to 38 in favor of BlinG, so BabyKnight does not have an economic edge he can pop back with. He's just going to be making as many Stalkers as he possibly can at this point. A couple of force fields going down. I'd like to see a few more units trapped, but the 2 Immortals are just doing so much damage right now, and the Colossus is slowly regenerating its shields as well. So the longer this goes on, the more BlinG will be able to hold on to that massive tech advantage in this engagement. 93 to 70 supply as it currently stands. Guardian Shield going up for BabyKnight. He's going in for one more push. Good force field to zone out some of them, but he wasn't able to follow it up with a second. And 2 Colossi now. Extended thermal lance completing in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. GG from BabyKnight. BlinG holds on with his superior attack and wins game number 3.